You know it, you love it. It is the Trivia Web Games. I'm not even gonna meander around what's going on here. We're guessing countries, we're guessing topical things. People go in a bit of a, kerfuffle online on Twitter. People talking about the connections, craziness that was going on. They tried to say, like, oh, different letter words, colors with a different letter switched, and it's like, come on, man, you know that you're stretching, running out of ideas at this point. But we're gonna try it, and we're gonna see if they really are running out of content. But first, country, global, as you may know it, country guesser, maybe if you're assuming the name of something which you don't know. 4,000 kilometers, so we can probably see it. It is not in this direction. A logically assumption. Let's put an Italy there. 230 from Italy, but it does not border Italy. What about Greece? Greece is cooler. How about Denmark? Denmark is warmer, but is not as warm. Germany is adjacent. How about Poland? Yes, I did mean Poland. Poland is also adjacent. Switzerland is cooler. So, okay, what's over here is, I think, the question that I'm trying to answer here. We have a sip of water. Probably should have hydrated beforehand, but you know what? Drinking water is part of the charm. Me convincing myself that drinking water is part of the charm. Bro, just do the damn thing, man. So the more I speak now, water will go everywhere. Just a part and parcel of life. I don't actually remember what's down there. Where's Croatia? Croatia's there. Czechia. I remembered right. I don't know, for some reason I think that Czechia is like over here, but no, Czechia is here. And then we have Croatia, Bosnia, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay. We kind of overcooked it with some of these guesses, but I was just kind of, narrowing it down, making sure I didn't go entirely crazy on it. We can get a flawless geography one today. But they're starting to include like the counties of the countries now in Wordle, which is kind of freaking me out because I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? Is this Madagascar? No, it is in fact, okay, very far away. 7,000 up. Is this Azerbaijan? Not quite. Is it... Is it Serbia, maybe? It's Serbia! Yo, I'm like unconsciously getting better at this, I swear. In my mind, I was like, what's 2,000 kilometers to the left of Azerbaijan? It's not gonna be Croatia or Bosnia, they don't look like this. What's in that area? Serbia. Bang. I'm getting better at this, bro. I'm cooking. For two. Travel is the easy one, unless they give me something I've never been to before. Bangladesh or Papua New Guinea, you couldn't have helped me any easier. Indonesia, Malaysia. Is it Laos or Thailand? I don't know which one of these is the better way. I'm gonna put Thailand in there. Yep, that's the better way, alright. Okay, Bangladesh. Now, I think I could probably use China as a shortcut. Just because it's so large. And India has this weird, like, outside territory that connects things here. Is it Cambodia? Laos maybe helps me out here? Yes, okay. It was not the fastest way, but it was the way that I knew worked, so we're not gonna... What's the fastest way? Myanmar, directly Myanmar, okay. And then you have Cambodia and Vietnam kind of flanking around here. We're 3 for 3. Tradle is the run ender. We have to be transparent. Tradle will end our run because Tradle is usually nonsense. Now, last time we got lucky and it was just a big oil country because it was... Okay, 40 billion, this is doable. 40 billion means this is doable. Very diverse set of things. Chemical products, machines, mineral products. It's got some sort of developmental type vibe. It's cooking. I don't know what the GDP or exports of Poland is. This strikes me as a European country. Estonia, maybe? Lithuania, maybe? It's Lithuania. You can't say I'm not a little bit in touch. This, like, I had the range pretty much. Poland probably is more just because it's larger and it's kind of, you know, got more going for it at the end of the day, maybe. But like, I was immediately narrowed in. First guess 98% just from seeing 40 billion and seeing the diversity of what's going on here. Okay, Poland would have probably had more foodstuffs. That would be my guess, right? But yeah, like 4 from 4, and the run killer Trado, they gave us a slow pitch on that one. You know, no curveball. They didn't hit us with a splitter. You press A and B and you throw that, and then you get beaten to death by your friends for throwing a splitter when you're playing baseball on the Wii. Why the fuck would you throw a splitter, bro? Don't you want to have fun? Little do they know, you can actually hit the splitters, which I couldn't really do anyway. Flaggle, this is the last obstacle. I could put Food Guesser into it, but I think Food Guesser is more about the food, so I'm not including it. It's like an adjacent one. Albania, couldn't be further. 17,000. Is this Peru? I don't know what Peru's flag looks like off the top of my head. Okay, this is. I don't. How can something be okay? Let's triangulate here. Albania is like there. Peru is like there. If we're that far away, is this like Samoa? Okay, this is fucked because I don't know it. What about Macau? That's so far away from what I'm guessing here. Okay, I know it's not Micronesia because I know what Micronesia's flag looks like. It's kind of like the United Nations flag, but a bit different. What is this? It's an island, maybe. The Faroe Islands. I don't even know where this is. French Polynesia. Fuck you. You ruined my run, and you put French Polynesia. First of all, what even is this flag? Is this like a kraken? I see the sun and the water. What is it a boat? What kind of boat is that? I have questions, in fact. But 4 from 5. 4 from 5. You know what? Flagu, you threw me the curveball that Trado did not throw me. I could have gotten an island, and I got an island. I just got it in a flag, which is easier to guess than if it's in Trado, because Trado is, you know, further bullshit. Anyway, 2000. We're going to Bandle. Bandle is where we find our relaxation and we enjoy ourselves a little bit. Bandle. 2001, 100 million. I didn't mean to click it, but we're gonna go into it immediately, apparently. Okay, this has to be iconic because it just sounds iconic. But 100 million suggests maybe not. I mean, that's not bad. It's great, but like, you know, I'm jamming. Ooh, I see what you were going for by the end of that. It was good, but I don't know. This is not my era of instantly known music. You're a decade too late. Okay, Guns N' Roses is decades before this. Is this a Green Day song? Probably not. It would have more views, no? Or maybe that's the right amount of views for like an obscure Green Day song. I wouldn't know it anyway. Hold on. Hold. Let him cook. I don't know it. I would love to pretend to be familiar with this specific tune. I, however, am not, so kind of difficult. Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna keep thinking on it. Is this who sang the BANANAS song? I don't know. I forgot. I should know it. This is Bananas, BANANAS. Maybe it's a Britney Spears song? Maybe it's this? I don't know. Ooh, I like where you went with that. And hearing that vocal, it's hitting everything. What do you go for the end, though? Okay, I don't know it. The center. Jimmy Eat World, the middle. Okay, well that's just a clue. I've never heard of the band or the song. So I could have only gotten that on the vocal part. But that seemed like a good song. I might have to check on that later. The thing is, right? Bandu is like, and also Northern Lion. I hate to be a streamer about streamers because I feel like that's kind of it's a difficult position to find yourself in when you're me, specifically me, and the viewers, prospective viewers of me, because you don't want to be the guy who's just about guy. You know what I mean? You want to have your own stuff, obviously, and I'm trying pretty transparent that this is kind of a lot of what I've started from here is kind of ripped from what he's been doing, you know, in recent times, right? You know, record some Super Autopets, record some of the latest roguelites or whatever, and then, you know, try to waffle over the top of web trivia. And it's true, but also some of what I want to talk about has to do with him, right? And I don't want to be the streamer that's just like, you know what that guy did? Because I don't know, you don't want to watch someone because they watch someone else. Like, I don't want to be just the fan's streamer, the streamer's fan, whatever, like, order you put that in. I want to be myself as well. But also, this is relevant topics. So if you allow me, when he like recommends a song or like he talks about a song because it's in Bandu or whatever, or it's something similar, I might look it up, I might listen to it. And what I found is that the YouTube mix algorithm is now putting me ahead of the recommendations to the point where one of the Bandu songs, the Oasis song, something, the Oasis song was in my YouTube mix before it showed up on Bandu, because it's kind of in his the wheelhouse of like the 90s to 2000s ish music is starting to like generate me into the direction where I now am starting to recognize more and more songs. And it's not my prime style. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I listen to all sorts of music, but you know, if I had to pick something that is what the type of music I listen to specifically, would be like some sort of future-based J-pop ass songs, anime intros. But then the bands that make the anime intros have songs that I know, like Eve, for example. I never watched Jujutsu Kaisen until after Eve made his song for the intro of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was like, why does just one Eve song have way more views than the rest? What's the reference? Is it like, did it catch the damn algorithm? And no, it's the intro song for like one of the most popular animes of the recent history. I put off watching it for a while, and I'm like, you know what? The song is good. Let's watch the damn show. And it was good. So you know what? That's if I had to pick something, then that's me. Like, I listen to like Minami, Eve, you know me, but he doesn't, you know, sing. He's the producer of the songs. What else? What else? Unison Square Street or Unison Square Garden. What is that? Let me check. Unison Square Garden. Yes, they have a lot of good songs. Hige Dandism also has some good songs. They make intros, but they also, Yesterday is a good song. I listened to that lately. So that's kind of my wheelhouse of songs. And also all the classics from the early to mid 2010s. You know, that's my bread and butter. Those songs I know the lyrics to, even if I'm not a fan of like the artist specifically. Like that's my safe. Those songs, the 2010 songs, are my safe like karaoke picks. And then the other songs I listen to, you know, on my own. That's my That's what I kind of mean by that. But we got the Bandu, even if it's just because we knew the word middle. But you have to take your victories when you get them, you know? You can't be taking wins for granted. You never know when the next hit will come. Oh. That's so indescriptive, I don't even know. I'm not even gonna try. Give me another one. Okay, I don't think you started at the beginning of the song here, because if you did, I would know it more. Is this like, Trainer's eyes meet roller skater? This strikes me as like a 30-second interlude to a song. It's like a mini game. Is there anything about bread? Have a break at the cafe, maybe? Sure. This is definitely a victory theme. Something like this, but I know it's not that. Okay, play me the whole thing, maybe it'll strike me, but I don't know it. Oh, this is definitely Sun and Moon coded, but I don't know it. Spin trade? What the? Hold on. Black and white, I'm embarrassed myself. I must commit honorable seppuku now. That's the only alternative. What was spin trade? Egg trade. I never really did these. Guru. Spin. Game facts 14 years ago. Something is like very charming about reading like really old forum posts and discussions, like years and years old. Because like if you don't, and this maybe is emblematic of the kind of internet browsing that I evolved on nowadays, like, but I did exist enough in the earlier points of the internet, not like as a user, but as a browser of the internet, you know what I mean? Like, I witnessed the coming of social media, you know what I mean? You might say, no, you didn't, you were too young for that. Well, to each their own, you know? If you can stretch it, like, I was the last generation to, like, not be born with technology. Now, did I get, as in with internet, like, social media stuff, you know what I mean? Like, modern generation, etc. Now, did I have it at a young age? Yes. But, like, for example, now, when my first, like, technological gift was a Nintendo DS. It was the Mario edition of the DS Lite, right? How many kids nowadays would not get that? You wouldn't get a Switch as if you were, like, 4. You know what I mean? Excuse me, Jesus fuck. Right, that's the water, by the way. You uncensored, you hear it all on this channel. But you wouldn't get that. Like, a Nintendo Switch is not like a personal console, you know what I mean? That's like for the house. And they don't make, like, personal, like, you would never get, like, they don't do that. That's, we need those. There's still a niche for that. The children yearn for the Nintendo DS, but now that we have phones, it's completely cannibalized the market of the Nintendo DS. It's fucked up, man, because now your first thing would be like a smartphone, like an old smartphone, but a smartphone nonetheless. You know what I mean? Like a little dinky one. You know, like my first smartphone was what? The 3GS. The iPhone 3GS. When did that come out? And I lost that fucking phone. I'm gonna cry, man. When did that shit come out? 2009. Right? And I think my parents had it, and then they got a new one, and I got that one, basically. So it was a hand-me-down iPhone, as Lord intended, right? And it was so cool. You know what I mean? Like that shit was cutting edge. Do you know how many damn features that thing had? The iPhone 3GS. The iPhone 3GS, and if you only look this shit up now, it had video recording. It had voice memos. It had a fucking compass. That shit was so cracked, bro. Taking photos on like an iPhone at that point in my life, I was like, I'm witnessing fucking futuristic technology because my that DS didn't have a camera. The DSIs and subsequent DSs had cameras, right? You know, like my 3DS had a camera, but that DS didn't have a camera. So when I got the iPhone 3GS, I was like, that shit is crazy, bro. It's so futuristic. It's got apps. The fuck is an app? You know? So I think I still have like the childlike charm of new technology within me. Whereas I don't know if someone now, like, okay, like a 10-year-old now, right? When were they born? 10 years ago? 10 years ago, 2014. 2013, 2014. Let's say 2013 because no one's really going to be 10. It's February, first 2 months, right? Statistically. What did they grew up in an era where they would never have seen or really would never have owned or seen a flip phone, right? Or a non-smartphone. They would never have. I did. I was probably one of the last people to do so, right? Like I had a little non-smartphone. It wasn't really mine. I just kind of had it. I felt it was like old. Fiddled with it. Played like those dinky little games. You know those fucking like they try to make you pay for the games to play it. Even on those like the little Motorola like flip phone, not the Razr, but like the other ones. You get like a racing minigame, but you couldn't play the whole thing. It was like a trial version. Who licensed that shit? Who paid for that shit? I got so many questions. But like, you know, there's just a lot to say about that entire topic. This is what I'm trying to talk about. We can bounce off of it. Let's see what connections. Have you heeded the feedback of the internet? Who makes this? I notice you don't put your name on it like the crossword game does. You're afraid of your own creation, bro. See how it is? Okay. Wink, wind, wine, wind. I would be stupid if I didn't click this, and yet I feel like I am stupid if I do click this. So let's cook. Factory, mill, plant. Things that make like manufacturing stations. What's another one? Shop doesn't really make sense. Core? Maybe. Wink, wing, wind, wine. Nope. Not middle, no seed, nor heavy, not stem, feather, light. It could be core, but I don't have a guarantee on that one. I don't really want to submit this because I'm not so sure. So let's try and figure it out. Let's lock these three in for now, and we'll see if we can figure out something else. Okay. Seed, stem, rind. These are kind of plant nature. Well, there's plant here, but I don't think it would just be plant. Heavy, light, feather. These are all weight categories. Is middleweight a category? Yes, okay. Glad we got that one out of the way. I mean, there was no overlap on that one, so I'm kind of okay with it. Is it really this? It's looking like it. Okay, you went too far in the other direction, bro. I understand. Last time they said they put colors with one letter changed. And everyone was like, who would think about this? Because they didn't just make random words, right? These were all actual words, like mellow for yellow. And like, I don't know. Clue for blue, right? It was stuff like that. And people were like, these words are also words that could mean other things that are confusing. And he was like, or whatever, I don't know who. They must have read that and were like, okay, it's a bit too hard for the general populace. Let's do WIN plus letter. That's too far in the other direction. You overcooked it on that one, I have to be honest with you. Stem. How about this? I think this is. It's one away. How about this? It's one away. Okay, you're okay. It's this then. It has to be this. I don't know what shop manufactures things there. I guess actually I answer my own question. They exist. I would not call it manufacturing really, but okay. I mean this is just apple. Oh, pass you may not eat. Seed, stem, and core. Sure, I don't for like a orange. I guess you don't eat the rind. You use it for ingredients. But I was thinking about like I guess you don't call like the crust of an apple or the skin of an apple the rind. That's not really a rind type joint. Okay, this was too easy. This was too easy. You need to keep a more stable backbone of difficulty for the connections. That's my advice. Because this one was way too easy and too obvious, and it's making you confused because the previous ones are so unnecessarily difficult. You gotta keep a line. You have to keep like a baseline difficulty, and you're like, okay, this is an easier one, but it still took some thinking. This took no thinking to the point where I was doubting myself for not thinking, which you shouldn't take to your advantage. You should think that that's a downside of your product, not an upside. That it's making people second guess themselves because it's so simple. That's not really. That's like you failed on that. Okay, they can change the shapes on the mini crossword, bro. I don't know what country this is. I never watched soccer. Chopped into small pieces as cauliflower. Sky blue. This is sign on an occupied lavatory. Stand the test. Okay, these are all. There's a lot going on here. Overnight flight. Mindless. One of 2 US states that doesn't observe daylight saving time. We can figure this out by knowing every single state. How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Alabama fits. I'm going to type it in there because it seems like an Alabama thing to do. Confidently assert. Courageous. Brave seems to make sense. That ain't right. It's probably Arizona in that case, if I had to guess. Brazil. That would make sense. They do be liking the kickball sport. Azure. Cloud software. I don't know this. I would need more letters. In use. Once you get one, it just falls into place, especially like a middle one like this. Last. Everest. He skied down Everest? He's crazy. Overnight flight. I would need more on that one. Mindless. Okay, this is difficult now. So these are very vowel coded, so I'm missing the key ingredients of what's going on here. Confidently assert. This is I don't know if I know this word. I may know it, but I don't know it. Isn't the Zoe supposed to be like E here? Oh, this is difficult. Okay. Let's think about each one. Confidently assert. Starting with A. What do you do? How do you Describe someone who asserted something. Claim, assert. Mindless. I would. Why did you pause my game, bro? Just because I alt-tabbed? I mean, thank you, I guess, but there was no reason to pause. I'm still pondering. I'm gonna put a T there just because it seems right. Rivet? That seems so wrong. I'm trying to think about recipes that like make things. As why do they include cauliflower? I don't know this. There's no point in pretending I can guess the name of this. If it looks like this name is out of my brain space completely. So I need to guess like everything else, and then we can kind of brute force it. I mean, we could brute force it as it is, but that would take a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, 26 possibilities. I mean, we could rule some out immediately. You know, this is not going to be a vowel. That's not really going to help me here. I'm seeing what looks right. Now, one of those had to be right, but I just didn't see it. I don't know. I just it's escaping me, bro. I'm losing my touch. I'm out of touch. Why did I put T there? I don't know. I'm gonna need a reveal on this one. I'm gonna need a reveal. Maybe this one, because it's a good crossroads. Reveal this one, please. Vacuous. Bro's name is ZOO? That can't be right. Okay, I need this one as well. Thank you. This is R, and this is A. Confidently assert. Confidently assert? Am I losing my mind? What is Ava? What is Ava, bro? Aver? Okay, I don't know any of this. Riced? I've the Okay, there is no shot I could have done that. So I'm not even mad. Because, okay, vacuous? Maybe. Maybe vacuous. Zooey? Whose name is Zooey, bro? Zooey is her real name? Her real name is Zooey. That's crazy. No offense. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. It's Zoe with an extra O? It's crazy. Is Zoe even a name? Yes. What is Aver? Aver is a he averred.
Aver.
Aver. Never seen this word in my life. So I would never have gotten this. I would never have gotten erased. That's apparently people use that term to describe chopping into small pieces. And I've never seen the term red eye. So you know what? I didn't know 1, 2, 3 of these words that I was missing. And the one I did know, I needed 2 of the letters from words I didn't know. Oh, 4, including Zooey, which I guessed through brute force. So, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be. And that's okay. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to take the L. Good guesser. This one I should be better at. Never mind. What is this? This strikes me as some sort of... Is this like a ginger side dish? Or is that a meat? Either way, I'm guessing China. Buddha jumps over the wall. Abalone, shark fin, sea cucumber, dried scallops, chicken, jinhua ham, pork, bamboo shoots, mushroom, and other Chinese delicacies. I mean, this just looks like I've definitely seen this like as an image in like a menu in a restaurant. So it's got an interesting backstory that they're describing here. I mean, listen, you can't say I'm not at home with the Asian culture. Pack one, pick one. This is just China. Where does pack one, pick one even come from? I stole that saying. It's a draft choosing thing. Well, I play a lot of card games. You know what? That's fair. What is this? What? First of all, what is that? Second of all, what's in there? Is that a fish? Is this Mexico? It's so far. Chile. Argentina. Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay. Matambre. Beef steak. Rolled, stuffed, and grilled flank steak. What is all this like pointy stuff, though? What's up with that? Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna really end up eating this, but I'm sure it tastes pretty good. Hard-boiled eggs inside of chicken? Bro, I mean... meat, rather. Meat and chicken, interchangeable in my book. Okay, what is going on here? This bread is weird. If that is bread. They took like a mise-en-scene like photo of this. This is confusing me because bread makes me think European, but this makes me think like hot pot, which I guess is universal. I'm gonna start with France, Italy maybe then, Egypt, Tunisia. Okay. Well, really anything over here. Meat, vegetables, fruits. Okay, it's a North African dish. Takes its name from the pot. It is a hot pot, I guess, of some sort. It's a conical lidded dish. Meat, vegetables, fruits and nuts, and spices. I mean, you can't make this taste bad. It's just like meat stew, you know? You use bread. That's how we eat food. So, you know, this looks like something that would taste good. I would be down for this. Okay, 12.5 out of 1500. That's a passing score in my book. We got every single one. So I don't think any of the ingredients or names would help me there. I knew the vibes. Well, not even the last one. But I knew the vibes. Okay, Pokedoku fan puzzle. We are continuing to fill out our Pokédex. Steel filing. Scar Maria, we haven't added to our decks yet. We may as well do so. A flying middle evolution. Tranquil is my go-to, so we may as well do so. Can learn Earthquake, flying type. It's tough. Landorus probably can, so let's put him in. Steel Electric. Now, I have not used Togedemaru already, in which case I will do so. Togedemaru, Steel Legendary. Solgaleo. No doubt. Middle Evolution Legendary. Cosmo, which is maybe the only one. So we had to, you know, a rare opportunity. Middle Evolution Electric. It's quite a few. How about Electric? Electric type that can learn Earthquake. This is a bit tough. This is very tough. Earthquake is a fairly common move. As for electric ground types, I don't know if Sandy Shocks can learn Earthquake. It doesn't strike me as the kind of Pokemon that does. Electivire probably can, if I had to guess. Yep, because it's a big guy, you know. He can strike the earth. And Legendary that can learn Earthquake. Most Legendaries can learn Earthquake. It's just kind of something that they do. But I should pick one that I know. And that would be Landorus, the other one. Thank you. 14 streak. We're trying to keep it up. Okay. Let's see. There's not that many, right? Okay. Sandy Shocks can. I'm glad to see that that's correct. I was looking for what is it? No. There's actually quite a few. Yes. Electric rock types probably. That one makes sense. Iron Hands. Yeah. That's a big guy. I'm glad I didn't guess Raikou, because I would have been wrong. Surprisingly, Raging Bolt can, but Raikou can't. Stunfisk. That's the other guy. Okay, we knew that one. Legendaries that can learn Earthquake. I mean, I wouldn't consider Megas as learning the moves. They kind of get the moves when they Mega up. I guess that's the same thing. Is Zekrom in this list? Because I would have guessed Zekrom could, but you know what? It's not. And the Reggies can, because they get you know, variety. Quite a few in here. The Miniors, Arcanine and Archeops. Yeah, I mean these are the ground flying types, and you know, Gyarados is pretty commonly used. And then beyond that, it's just kind of like, you know, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't, which is fair. Which is a perfectly reasonable place to, you know, have these small percentages. Okadle. Okay, we're on a roll, so let's continue to be on a roll. My go-to opening move. It is not fully evolved, and it is an earlier gen Pokemon. How about Grimer? We don't usually guess that. It's a monotype from Gen 1. Lives in the house. How about Cleffa? Cleffa, they didn't add that back then, huh? Did they add Igglybuff in Gen 1, or is that also not? Oh, that's also a dual type, apparently. It's electric type. Pichu was not in Gen 1. Or was it? Maybe it was. Raichu was. I don't think Pichu was, because Pikachu is catchable. Voltorb. That would be correct. I would hopefully not have Voltorb in my house. That shit blows up. This is Hatchram. I'm surprised I got that off rip. I didn't mess that up for Hatena. The shell seems to be filled with joy. How about Shuckle? How about Kabuto? Things with shells. A fairy type. A fairy type with a shell. Carbink is not mono fairy. Mono fairy types. Can't think of many that have shells. I can't think of any with shells. Floette. Gen 2. Cleffa. What is that, bro? Can I? It's Togepi. That thing was normal type back then. No wonder. No wonder. Okay, this is. Is it Dragapult or is it? What's the other guy? It's something about along this line. Dracloak. Yes. I mean, I knew what it was from, but I just didn't know the exact word. But you know what? We continue our flawless streak of the Pokemon variety. It's nothing crazy at this point. You should know me. Okay, bug type, water type that can learn Mega Horn. Oh, I actually know this one, Samurott. Bug type that can learn Mega Horn. Why is there only 7 answers? Scolipede is one. This one, you throwing a hard one on me here, man. Is there a bug ground type? I can't imagine Nincada learns Mega Horn. Let's do the rest. Actually, let's not do the rest. Let's think about this one. Ground type. What's a ground type with a horn? Rhyhorn surely learns Mega Horn. I would hope so, given that it literally has horn in its name. Pokemon's good with that. A bug that is neutral to grass. I assume this means that it takes neutral damage, so a bug water type such as Araquanid would fit this bill perfectly, as well as whatever, I mean, Escoon, sure. A water type that is neutral to grass. How about Ogerpon Peel Mask? Wellspray Mask. Look at that little guy. A ground neutral to grass. How about Toad School? Look at this little guy. They cooked with Gen 9 designs, I'm just saying it. Duart just makes sense, and I mean we could do a repeat on that one, but what's a 3-stage ground type? Not that many, huh? Most of them are 2-stage. Don't overcook the pooch on this one. Rhydon is the middle stage. Rhyhorn is the first stage, because Rhyperior is the final stage. We are back. We've never left, really, so I don't think it's fair to say that we're back. Hint water. What's the hint? Hint of flavor. They really didn't even try. It's just clear water. 15, 16 ounce bottles. Just like a normal plastic Coke bottle size. Can't imagine this shit is more than like $7.99, but $8.99 is where I'm gonna start. It's real. They're upcharging for this. $12 for 15 bottles. Given that it's water infused with fruit essence, I would not pay this money. That is my honest truth. I'm not even gonna waffle over it. I will not pay this. I will not pay your funds, Magic Man. Oh my, this is. We know those are our. That's not right. Why am I'm changing my order all of a sudden? Okay. Equals on about a 2-digit. About 21 plus 47. And then what do we have? Well, there's no 8, so about 20 plus 41. How about a bit of that? There's no 0, 4, and 6. That's not where the plus is? Okay, slow down on me. The plus is not here. It's not a 2-digit plus a 2-digit. It has to be like 7 times 5 plus 2. Oh, it can't be 7 times 5 because that's not gonna. There's no 3 or 4. What? 7 times 2 plus 1 equals 15. Well, I have the right idea, but my permutations are all a bit scuffed. Okay, it is 7 plus something times something equals plus 7 plus 9 times 2. What's that make? 25? Well, we can't have that. No, that also doesn't work. I have to assume there's a 9 because there's too many 1s and 7s going on here. Okay. Logically, this should be 2. Because we've ruled out most of the other possibilities in this location. Maybe this is 27. But for that's not possible. So, because then you can't make 20 from this. Not with what we've got, anyway. So, pencil that in. How about a 9 here? This is really not... Wait, this checks out, right? Bro, what is this? This is the first time I've gone over 4. What kind of scam? I know it's not a 1. That's my blunder. Oh, man. They should invent an up arrow to copy the ones that you already got right. I have to keep typing numbers into this thing like it's some sort of machine. It is. It's a computer. Good one. Hold on, we can just figure this one out. It's a 6, which means this is what? It ends in 6 multiplied here. But then how is that possible? This... Oh no, I'm doing my math horribly wrong. It ends in 4. But this is not right. Is it really this? I typed that out and I was like, no. I should have known, man. Double check when there's the 1 there. That's a weak one from me. I should have gotten that earlier. I will now do Chessel in a solemn mood, in fact. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. My normal opening. It is an e4, e5, and f3, but not immediately. How about the King's Gambit? But like this. It is the King's Gambit. Just in this order. There's no nf6. Maybe g5 to hold on to the pawn. What's the normal move for black here? I don't know. No one's really played this. How about this? Does that work? No, right? Maybe is it? It's not knight c6 or knight f6, so it's not a knight move, and it's not bishop c5. f4 doesn't seem right. There's nothing to target there. So if it's not a bishop move or a knight move, logically it's a pawn move. Maybe this. Maybe this. d5, modern defense. I thought about it. It's not quite common. You give up both, but giving up both of your central pawns is kind of risky. But then again, I don't know what it does. It opens up your bishops. You already, you have some advantage. You want to prevent them from getting a center early. You know what? I understand. I used to play King's Gambit back when I was like 1,000, 1,100 tier. I mean, you can still play it beyond that, but I didn't want to. The reason I stopped playing the King's Gambit is because I wanted to learn more normal ways of playing chess intentionally, because I could have kept playing King's Gambit, learned the theory of King's Gambit, but then I couldn't, I don't know if I could have kept playing King's Gambit and then improved to get like 1800, which I'm not yet, by the way. So this is kind of an indictment on my character in the first place, but you know what? To thine own self be true. I wanted to play a different style. Didn't want to just play Gambit. Me when I'm Navi online in 2021. I didn't want to just play Gambit. Real ones know. Real ones know. Okay, daily spelling.
Settee, a noun meaning a long seat with a back. The word settle comes from Old English settle, meaning seat or place to sit. Settee, a noun meaning a long seat with a back.
This is a bullshit easy word.
Yearn, a verb meaning
what children do for the minds. They
ached. A verb.
Sure.
Religious. A adjective. Dumbwaiter, a noun meaning a portable serving table or stand. Dumbwaiter.
That's a word.
Vanquish, a verb meaning
me to my foes.
Umbilical, a adjective meaning
me when I'm born.
Tributary, a noun meaning a stream feeding a large. Tomahawk, a noun meaning a light.
It's tomahawk.
Audience, a noun meaning a group of listeners. Defector, a verb meaning
it was cooked from the beginning.
Tumulus, a noun meaning an art. Canada, a noun meaning
what?
Hauteur, a noun dragoons, a verb meaning
shout out to Doki Bird. Hauteur, Canada, fuck you. Tumulus, fuck you. I knew that one. What the fuck is settee, bro? Scam set of words. I will do my hard daily.
Carabinieri, a noun meaning a member of the Italian. Adelaide, a
no one lives in Adelaide, bro.
Filar, a adjective meaning of or relating to a thread or line, especially having threads across the filar. A adjective meaning orchids, a noun meaning any. Phrenologists, a noun. Columbia, a noun meaning the United States. This was conspicuous, a adjective meaning obvious to the eye.
It was obviously Columbia with a U, bro. American.
Agitprop, a noun meaning
we can get to 10 here.
Prestigious, an adjective meaning having prestige. Chasuble, a noun meaning a sleeveless outer vestment worn by the officiating priest at mass.
It's literally chasuble. Screw you. Have a more fancy word then. It's gonna be a hard word. Don't be a dampener like that. Taking the Gamedu. I've been having fun with Gamedu ever since I admitted that I don't know anything about games. I'm a fraud. What is this? Some sort of war? It's a shooter. Who could have guessed? Sniper Elite 3. Insurgency Sandstorm. It's not that. Obviously, it's not that. Can I get a Can I get a how about murdered soul suspect? That's not right. How about Spec Ops: The Line? That seems to fit. It was Spec Ops: The Line, a 2012 game. Can't say I've heard of it, but we did get it correct thanks to the letters. Okay, this does not help me at all. How about Mass Effect 2? It's in that realm. I see some guys back there. I don't know what they are. An RPG shooter. BioShock 2. This doesn't really help me. Who's that guy? This is like an anime game. It looks like it. I get like the protagonist's face or something. It's like Crawler. Land of the Dead. Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII, 2006. They made so many damn Final Fantasies. This is like a spin-off exclusively for the PlayStation 2. Obviously, I would have no chance. Didn't have the console, didn't play any of the series. Robot Anti-Hero. Is there a Deadpool game? Apparently. This game is a shooter adventure for the PS3. Adamantine. Did they release Titanfall for the PS3? Anthropomorphism wall jump. Given that it's not in the same saga. Wall jump. And a shooter game with wall jump. Metroid Prime. Running gag. Planet destruction. How about Star Wars? Jedi Fallen Order. Combat-based platformer. We know it's a shooter. A platformer shooter adventure game. I don't know. Dead Cells. Good vs. Evil, run and gun, damage over time. I'm sure I'll know this. Ratchet and Clank, up your arsenal. I know about Ratchet and Clank. Can't say I've ever played it. Some of these games are just from a different time. Sure, whatever. Doesn't really matter what we guess. It's probably okay. It's not on the PS3. It's one of these, and it's a newer game. It has a single-player mode. Titanfall 2. It's a first-person game, not in the Source engine. It is a shooter or an adventure game. It is still newer. How about Battlefield 2042? PC, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X/S. They didn't release a single player for this game? Scammed, bro. It is newer than this. 2021 newer than. I may have a chance. Game that came out on current gen. Current gen. Current gen. This is too damn difficult. That shit is not the newest game, huh? Which one is the newer one? This one is newer. That's not... I don't know gaming anymore. It's an Unreal Engine game that came out recently. I don't know it. I'm out of there. Baldur's Gate 3. It's an action fantasy game. Somehow we got to that. How about Final Fantasy King of Fighters? Never heard of this game, so you know what? Can't be mad. Cannot be mad. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands? Literally never heard of it. Wait, no, maybe I have. Certainly don't know about it. Anyway. That's a good time? Question mark. It was kind of a good time. I would say they made connections way too easy. That's my takeaway from this. If you enjoyed the video and the content, etc., be sure to subscribe, follow on Twitch, and all the links below. And yeah, enjoy.